Hey guys, I want to welcome you back to the Sensu Pop channel. First up, apologies, I am still recovering from my illness, so the blocked nose, the hoodie in summer, and also the coughing because of throat irritation. Apologize upfront, alright? But today for this video, we are going to be taking a look at the BT22, the Outer Red deck, also from Dragon Ball Super Hero Saga. It's going to be Dr. Hedo and Cellmax, both are separate leaders over here. So why are there two leaders for this deck itself? The reason is that this deck has been chosen by Bandai to have the promo leader. If you have been playing this card game for a bit, especially when it comes to the Zenkai block, you know that for every single set, Bandai will pick one deck and they will create a promo leader. And if you go for the pre-release, you are able to get that Cellmax in foil. And then if you win the pre-release, you get it in gold foil. Okay, so for this video itself, we are going to be taking the deck, break it down on how to play it, and then we'll take a look at the two leaders and compare what are some stuff that you can do, what are some stuff that you cannot do. And in case that you are interested in playing this deck, this is definitely the video for you. Without further ado, let us go straight deck breakdown, mechanics breakdown for this Admiration for Heroes deck. We are going to be doing the deck explanation and mechanics breakdown from the point of view from this leader, because from what I've seen so far, the deck is definitely designed with this leader in mind. So let us take a look at this guy. Alright, so Dr. Hedo we always use from the unawakened side. How you are going to be awakening is that you want to play a Gamma 1 and Gamma 2. Several ways to do it. The first one is you use your field card to play it. We're going to go through that later. Hardcast it, or use this Dr. Hedo Heroism aesthetic. If you combo with this card, tap 1, you're able to play either a Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 from your deck, and once you have a Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 both on the battle area, you are able to awaken. And this is where kind of the game starts. Not too much setup like the Beast Gohan. The Beast Gohan has quite a bit of setup, but this is pretty easy. Okay, so what does it do? Your 2-drop Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 both gains barrier. This is very important because you kind of want to have them on the board. Gamma 2, when it attacks, that's when you draw a card. Gamma 1, you can switch to active mode, and once you switch it to active mode, quite a lot of things will happen for your Gamma 1. So at least for your 2-drop, you want to keep it there, make it a little bit more difficult to be removed so that you can start to use your mechanics to help you to win the game. There are quite a bit of Gamma 1s that your leader can switch it to active mode. The first one, of course, it's the 2-drop Gamma that with barrier. But the better one, it's this Gamma 1 Hero's Pride, because once it's switched to active mode, you draw a card and then you get to choose your opponent's battle card. It gets minus 10k and you get minus 10k yourself, right? This card itself gets a minus 10k. This is additional card draw because when your Gamma 2 swings, you discard 1 and you draw 2. And this card is just giving you more and more values the longer that it stays on the board. So I would argue that this is definitely the one that you want to play and have it switched to active mode. Take note of this, that there is no way for you to say, okay, if your leader is a Red Rebel Army or something like that, you get a minus how many costs? It is 3 costs, but we are not going to be paying this 3 costs. We are going to be using the lab to do this. But before we talk about the lab, let us take a look at what happens when you switch all these cards to active mode. When your Gamma 1 card is switched to active mode by your leader skill, you just don't only draw 1, or you choose one of your opponent's battle card and you get a minus. What you are going to be getting is all your Gamma 2 on your battle area. It's going to be switched back to active mode. Take a look at every single one of them. It is going to be switched back to active mode. So this is basically how the deck works. Unlike the Sun Gohan, Beast Gohan deck, you lack a proper boss monster. Not that it doesn't have, but it's not a proper one. It's not a pretty good one, depending on how you play it. But you get to swing multiple times. It is more like a tribal deck, okay? Because, so for example, like the Z battle card, like Gamma 1 and Gamma 2, Arrival of the Heroes, this card kind of give every single Gamma 1, Gamma 2 cards a permanent of extra 5k. That you can use it. So you can swing during your turn, and then you switch one of Gamma cards back to active mode. All this card comes back to active mode, and then they're gonna swing again. For example, the Suicide Attack, it's a bomb. so you can actually burn your opponents. And Gamma 1, Gamma 2 Heroes mission, the SR over here at the bottom, this card, it's really good because once it's played, it chooses one of your card, it gets a is it a card? Play this card, choose one of your red cards, it gets an additional 10k for the battle. But then you choose one of your card, it gets an additional 5k for the turn, so the 5k kind of sticks. It's a little bit like a Sensu Bean, and you get to draw a card, and it's a 15k. Your Gamma 1 switch back to active mode, you swing, it comes back active, and you swing again. Alright, so you can actually cheat them out for 1 energy, Gamma 2 suicide attack 2 energy. However, when you're Gamma 1, we talked about the Gamma 1 before, right? The Gamma 1, you need to pay 3 energy just to play your Gamma. But this is where the lab is gonna come in. Okay, so let us take a look at Dr. Hedo's laboratory. This field card, it's kind of really good because really for cheap, 1 energy, 1 Z energy. When you play this card, you put a Cell Max underneath. You know it's gonna come out because this is not just a boss monster. Cell Max is your boss monster. This is kind of like an in-between card, a pretty good one. I actually like this card. Okay, but what this card really does is to ensure that you are gonna have a Gamma 1 to play. This deck really relies on Gamma 1 to play, so when you, what it can do here is that it helps you to cheat out a Gamma 1 less or equals to your energy. So for example, there are 3 costs, you don't even have to pay 3 to play it. So you can choose swing up with all your Gamma 2 swing, and then you get to use this, cheat out your Gamma 1, switch it to active mode, draw 1 card, and then all your Gamma 2 is going to switch back to active mode and you can swing again. So that's how this deck is being played. Alright, so when you have 4 more energy, you can tap 1. This whole laboratory exploded, and you get to play 1 Cell Max Advent of Evil, just Despair, just for 1 energy. Let us take a look at the boss monster here. It's gonna be Cell Max Return of Despair. When this card attacks or activates a blocker, this is the 25k that comes up for 1 energy. You can swing 1 time for 25, but once it comes back to active mode, it gains at the end of the battle, it gains, I always say that it gains because usually that's what happened, but this card itself, no. It gets a minus 15. Okay, so you can swing it 1 time, you can kind of block it 1 time, and you can block it 1 more time again if you want to, because if your opponent doesn't KO this card, the second time you block it at the end of the battle, you will get KO'd or removed by skill. When that happens, you get to also choose one of the opponent's battle card and gets a minus 30k. So depending on how you play this card, this is how the deck is being played. It's a pretty good card. This is when the difference comes in, because if you want to play Dr. Hedo, this is where this whole thing stops. But if you want to say, okay, what about Cell Max? You know, I want to play Cell Max. This is when we're going to take a look at the Cell Max leader, because Cell Max leader is the one that could fully utilize this SR. So let's talk about the Cell Max leader, what it differs from Dr. Hedo. What you are going to be getting here is that you are going to be getting a boss monster, a better boss monster, because he has the ability to access omnidirectional beam. It's not that your Hedo leader does not have this directional beam. You just have to pay 3 costs and then 1 Z energy for it, which I don't think it's a very good idea. However, if you play Cell Max, this is just a 1 cost card. When you play it, choose all of your opponent's battle card, and for the duration of turn, it gets a minus 25. That's insane. That's really good. It's basically a board clear. But after that, activates battle. You can use this card, pop it if your opponent doesn't engage, because it's activate battle. Your Cell Max becomes a 40k double striker. Of course, at the end of the battle, you still get a minus 15k, but it doesn't matter anymore, because most probably, if your opponent doesn't negate it, that 40k double strike with your combo power, you should be able to win the game. Alright, so that is basically the difference. Of course, you do have access, I think, to Magenta. That's something that you can do, but that's basically it. There's one like Magenta negate card that kind of helps you to do that, but other than that, this is just the difference. So the difference is this. So but the drawback is quite a lot. Okay, so you don't get the untap one from your Gamma 1. What does that mean? You lack draw power of 1 card, but all your Gamma 2 they don't come back active. So your Gamma 2 can only swing one time. That's all. So if 1, it's more like a weenie deck, you know, tribal when you swing a lot, untap and then you swing again. But if you don't like that playstyle, you still want to play the Red Ribbon Army because you kind of like them like me, you can pick Cell Max and go for the boss monster. So either a multiple swing, weenie small little swing decks, or a better boss monster deck with Cell. So that's basically the difference between the two of them. So here we go. Hey guys, so we have come to the end of this video, so let me know down in the comment section, would you want to play this deck, and if you want to play this deck, which deck do you want to play? As for me myself, it's gonna be very difficult because I kind of like the Red Ribbon Army, but I don't know which deck to play. I am more like a boss monster playstyle because I really think the boss monster is just a better playstyle than multiple swing because we have a lot of floodgate control, especially in this meta. But Dr. Hedo, it's also really adorable in my opinion. But Cell Max has such a cool design, and you have a better boss monster with this omnidirectional beam. I don't know what to play. But that's, I think, the good part of this promo leader, right? So you can actually build the deck, and you can choose how do you want to play it. It's really up to you. With a little changes, you can say, okay, I want to play Dr. Hedo, and then, or a little change, you can play Cell Max. So it is like having 2 decks for the price of 1. It depends how do you want to play it. Hey guys, so if you like this video, I appreciate you can give this video a like, especially, you know, I'm still sick, but I'm still making all this video. Subscribe if you want to support me and the channel. Follow me on Instagram, pretty active over there. Stay safe, stay healthy, enjoy playing the Dragon Ball Super card game. Definitely hope you guys are okay. Check out the Beast Gohan video. I think that deck is gonna be so good. Check out the Broly video. I think that deck is gonna be so good. Two really good decks already. Alright. Stay safe, stay healthy. Enjoy playing the Dragon Ball Super card game. Have I said that already? But I certainly hope you guys are okay. See you guys in the next video. Alright? Ciao, bye.